Hi, welcome back. We are Paul and Marie, and it's week 2 in our 1950s house.
Yes, and thank you ever so much if you watched last week's high-octane episode of an old lady washing her hair and then the purchasing of a toilet seat. Whoa, we spoiled them, didn't we? Didn't we spoil them?
We did.
Well, this week it only gets bigger and better because Paul has played a blinder. We talked about it last week. We tempted you with the thought of us having hot water. He's only gone and done it, and we're going to show you what he's done. But before we do that, just in case you didn't see last week's video, here are the outside shots of the front and the rear of our new home. So let's tell you our plans for the downstairs bathroom here. It's a sort of sunken bathroom where you enter it down 2 steps, which you really have to be careful of during the night, and also if you have visitors, as it tends to take people by surprise. I think the word gammy describes the bathroom to a T. It's very vintage and quirky. Look at the bath. It's got the radiator at the end, which you sort of think in the winter, would you be burning your head on that if you were to lay back? Clearly it needs a lot of work to modernise it. But to be honest with you, we don't really want a downstairs bathroom. Our intention is to use the middle box room upstairs and try and move the bathroom from this down here right up there, just to make it just a bit more modern, really. So as you can see here, Paul has fitted a very temporary makeshift shower with shower curtain over this vintage bath, and to be honest with you, it's been a real game changer for us. We discussed at length whether to get a cheap shower to tide us over or to get a more expensive high-powered shower that we could then use in the upstairs bathroom when it all got changed over. So now we can have a wash in hot water, which is amazing, but it wouldn't be to everyone's taste. No, the bath has quite a curved base, so you do have to do a little bit of a jiggle with your feet when you're having a shower, and you also get quite the surprise when you turn to see your face about 2 inches from the mirror, and with water running down it and the steam, it's a bit like a scene from a horror movie. But we're not moaning about it, as it was this or no shower, and after a week of no shower, it's absolute heaven and we love it. So we're now in the tiny box room, which is bedroom 3. It's really only suitable for a single bed, and we thought this would make a perfect upstairs bathroom. But it's like anything in life, you have to really look into things before you just surge ahead changing things. So we've looked into relocating a bathroom, and these are the general rules. So apologies for the glasses and the notebook, but I just want to make sure I give you the right information because we don't want to get anything wrong. So if you're changing a downstairs bathroom and you're swapping over a bath or a toilet,
so redecorating,
you're absolutely fine doing that. You can do that to your heart's contented. But if you are changing the use of a bedroom and you're relocating a bathroom, for example, then you do have to apply to building regulations, because you are now looking at things like drainage, ventilation, potential structural changes and fire safety, as well as installing new electrics. So like the shower that Paul put in downstairs, that's very temporary, and Paul has done so many things in the past. He's very clever with electrics and he knows what he's doing. But it's very important to just convey to you now that if you are having any electrical work done, you do need to get them signed off by someone who is accredited or certified. And although Paul's very, very clever, he is not a qualified electrician.
No, not at all.
So the plan is we will apply to building regulations, let them know what we're doing, and then at certain stages we will have to pay, I'm guessing, for them to come out and double check everything.
Always got to pay.
And someone, either building regulations or a qualified electrician, will sign off the work so that we've got some form of certification.
Yeah, you'll more than likely get a company out to
rubber stamp it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah,
because we did notice in the last house when we had a few issues with the conservatory that was built before we were in the last house, and these days it's getting more and more difficult to do anything without the right certification. So you have to be really careful that when, if we were to sell this house, we need to make sure we're not going to have any issues.
Oh yes,
because the solicitors will be all over you if you haven't got the right documentation. So. It might be nice to get Dave down the pub to fit a shower for you, but it might, you might come a cropper in the future.
If you decide to sell.
If you decide to sell because you've got nothing. And these days, if you haven't got the right documentation, then the solicitors make you take out an indemnity insurance, and that can be quite costly and obviously lead to delays when you're trying to sell your house. You don't want that.
You don't want delays. No, it's long enough as it is.
Yeah.
You don't want more delays added on top, so it's best to have it all to hand and done.
That's it.
Before you sell.
And this is something a bit different for us because it's, this is way more than we were expecting to do, and we're having to learn quite a lot here. But what do you think of the room? I think it's going to be big enough.
It's a sort of slight odd shape, but I think it's going to be big enough. Yeah, we could. I'm hoping that we can get sort of a bath and.
Can I show them the little cupboard as well?
Yeah, there's a little cupboard here. Yeah.
We'll be able to make use of this in some way.
Yeah, we're not sure how yet, but I'm sure we can incorporate it somehow.
Even as a storage cupboard.
Yeah.
But a lovely subscriber did say to us about the doors. They had doors this, and they were dipped and stripped. And to be honest with you, we were a little bit disappointed when we moved in because a lot of the doors looked different to this. And we were like, oh, what a shame we haven't got lovely panelled doors like this. But then the other day, hon, you noticed that this door, we'll show you in a minute, the back of this door is like all the other doors in the house. So we sort of think they might all be like this.
Yeah, from the hallway, this door is different. So we think it's been panelled.
We'll flash it up in a minute.
So we'll go into the hallway and we'll show you the other side of this door and then see what you think.
It's very exciting.
So this is the other side of that door. And if you look closely, there's, let's say there's a trim and it looks like it's all panelled.
We thought it was hollow, didn't we?
We did, but we think it's like the other side. But when you look at the door handle and you see the finish of the trim, you can sort of see, well, yeah, we think it is.
They tried to modernise it.
Yeah.
Sort of ruined it in a way.
But ruined it, yeah. So I think with these panels, we'll probably end up taking them off.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's behind. And hopefully the doors will be okay. But I got a bad feeling there's going to be lots of little tack holes where they've put this on.
Yeah, I think it's like anything though. What we want to do with this house is we don't want to strip it of all its character.
No,
if we've got doors that are gorgeous, then we'll get them sorted so they can remain gorgeous. So another thing that Paul's changed this week, after my continually moaning about it, is the knobs. Now, this may seem silly, but these knobs, all these kitchen knobs, are very sticky. No matter how much you clean them, you see, now I don't really want to hold them.
Keep them still, keep them still. I know you don't want to hold them.
I still want to touch them, they're dirty. Everything got clean when we move in. When we move in.
Yeah.
But it's like anything. I think where they've been used so many times, they don't clean and they just remain sticky, a bit like a pub table. So I've got a whole bag of them. And Paul, quick fix. Paul sorted it for me. I'll move out the way.
Just quick fix. Yeah, we just got some cheap, like pine knobs from some. Was it Tool Station or something like that?
I think it was.
Yeah. So that just replaced them. So now when we're touching them,
demo. Oh, lovely. That's lovely. Look at that.
Yeah, it just feels a lot better. That's all.
I don't feel icky now because the problem I had is every time I wanted to get a plate out of the cupboard, I'm touching a sticky knob and it's not very nice, is it?
No, it's not.
Just heard what I said. Also this week we decided to do what normal people do. We had some time off and explored the local area. We used to love going to Leon Solent and it was our place that we wanted to go and sit and look at the sea. But now we're in a new place. We found this gorgeous Milford on Sea and we had a lovely morning there, didn't we? We had quite the power walk, mainly because we were too tight to pay for more than 1 hour's parking. Is it me or has parking charges got out of hand?
It was lovely having some relaxing time too, and we have really enjoyed sitting in the garden and having your pins. Well, it's an Austin's from Aldi, as we are not made of money.
And our beautiful daughter Emily returned from her Welsh travels and we spent a lovely day out with her at a wool fair.
It's great to have her back because we really missed her.
So we mentioned in last week's video that the house was left partially furnished, and as we sell vintage items for a living, we were hoping that this would be the case as everything that has been left behind is vintage. We are going to show you everything now, and we will either be listing them on eBay or trying to sell the bigger items on Facebook Marketplace. And as we mentioned at the start of our journey in the first video, we started with a budget of £30,000, But realistically, we think that we will need more like 50,000. So we'll be looking at adding to the budget as and when we have saved some money.
Any money raised from selling the items left in the house will go into our budget fund, and we will let you know in a future video if any of it sells.
Now, if you're interested in seeing what each item is valued at, then check out our other channel, Emsden UK, which covers how we make a living selling predominantly vintage items. The video covering these items we are just about to show you is out in a couple of days, and we've gone through each item individually, and you may be surprised by the total amount. And it would certainly be great to see you over there.
Why not leave us a comment of what you think the total value of the items will be?
So far from our £30,000 budget, we've bought a toilet seat, a shower and all the shower associated accessories, and a pack of kitchen knobs, coming to a grand total of £275.16.
So what did you think of all that? Leave us a comment.
Yes, we were chuffed, weren't we?
We were chuffed.
We're really chuffed with all that. But what we've got coming up in next week's video, it's very exciting because we're going to be starting the garage, and we're hoping to be able to move into the garage.
That would be nice.
Get all of that stock out of the house. So yes, that's next week's video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Busy week coming up then, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a busy week. It is a busy week, and there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Keeping our fingers crossed.
We are keeping our fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe. It is free, and give us a thumbs up as well. It really does help the videos if you give us a thumbs up, and also ding the notification bell.
Ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. But yeah, so thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon, won't we?
Don't forget to leave us a comment of letting us know how you're getting on, and take care. We'll see you again soon.
Yeah.